Hello, folks. Hi. I would request you to uh, subscribe to the channel, share, and like if you like my videos. So yeah, let's begin. So today I would like to talk about why I forgive my PG seniors. So the story has its foundations, laid over my second, third, and fourth year. That is when postings in the hospital started. So in the second year, we did not have very rigorous postings. I feel like the only a couple of them were hard, and only a couple of them actually had rigorous attendance. Yet, me being the sort of person I am, I tried to attend almost all of them, and it was okay. I again The sort of person I am, I will go there and I will waste my time. I would I don't know. I've never been the sort of person who would bunk classes or do something like that. Uh, and maybe I would have, but the sort of system that we are in, like anyone can just create problems for you because you're the most pinned down person in the hierarchy, in the sense that just anyone can make an issue out of a particular day that you weren't attending or something like that. As a student, of course, as a doctor, that has really negative consequences of you not being there. But as a student, I mean, it's about your liberty and the fact that actually you're not going to really learn anything special. I mean, there are days when you learn something, but on most days you are in a government institution, you really aren't learning anything. Now, starting from third year, that's when we had our more important postings, clinical postings. So, we'd go, and the subjects that we had in the that particular year, they were taught us decently. Um, but the other clinical subjects, I feel that I at that well, I still feel that we weren't taught, and of course, at that time, I resented my seniors, and that we were making the effort of going there, going to the particular unit or to the particular department, and then we not being taught, or facing the not so welcoming attitude. And overall, we weren't taught a lot of things. We had to read books and we had to teach ourselves that sometimes it did not work out, because of course, um, you can have wrong interpretations, and especially when it's about clinical science, and it is something that you really don't know uh, unless you actually see it. So yeah, and I had some issues with the fact, and the patients, they weren't also quite welcoming themselves, and it was a huge task, taking histories, and it was quite monotonous, not going to lie. Weeks and weeks of just going to a patient and asking them details and details. Half the time you don't know why you're asking what you're asking, and this continued on, I feel, even in the fourth year, although there were some subjects that were taught to us really well. I would say obs and gynae was one of them, and I took particular interest in surgery. We got to sit in surgery OPD during our postings, and it was a really eye-opening experience, to be very honest, because I got to see a lot of things. Now that I have sat in the medicine OPD myself, I have worked there, I realize there isn't something glamorous happening in the medicine OPD. Plus, it's like really crowded. But working, not working, but like observing surgery OPD was actually quite fun. Got to understand about hydrocele, varicocele, and the varicose veins and all. So overall, I had much more confidence. Clinically in surgery. So yeah, but now that I am in my internship and I have completed um, two out of the three major subjects, I have completed medicine and surgery. I feel that honestly, like I judged these departments incorrectly, because I know how emergencies work. Emergencies are like the particular day of the week. One ward is responsible for handling the patients that are coming in the emergency department, and they're working them up, and then you have that post emergency day where okay, we had 24 hours of just taking in patients, now let's handle them, uh, and the workload would taper off after that. So I can understand, I can genuinely understand that after working really long shifts taking patients in, and then you have the very heavy post M, and overall our PG is working uh, 12-18 hours straight. The only free time they're getting, either they sleep in that free time or they do whatever they have to, in their social lives or in their personal lives. So it's a really tiring thing, and to be very honest, like again seeing the the same thing from the other perspective, I feel I don't think I would have that sort of patience. My city has two medical colleges. One is mine, which is a government college. The other one is a private college. So what we've heard is that PGs, they get penalized if they don't teach. Uh, I used to feel that, oh, that is so very important. PGs don't teach us, the seniors, they don't teach us. But frankly, I understand the situation now and I forgive them. Uh, yeah, so that's that. And if you're going through something that is similar, relax. Enter your internship, see things from the other side, how hard the work is, and you'll understand. And to be very honest, I feel that this is a generational sort of thing, that with every year we get softer people. I mean, when I entered this college, I felt that toxicity was a real thing, but now I feel that like the JRs that I have encountered, my JR ones throughout, these months of internship, they have been very nice, very nice, and even at their worst, they haven't been really bad. I hope I don't jinx them. I'm touching wood right now, but yes. So yeah, even with the patients, the issue is they've been going through a lot. Yes, of course, like as a student, there's that inherent responsibility on us. Oh, that we need to go and take the history, do some examination, do intrusive examination, mind you, with not a lot of privacy. We did our best, but of course, the situation ward can't be too private, and they go through a lot, even with subsidized healthcare in government hospitals. uh, you really have to work for that subsidy. Like, the government is trying to make sure that none of the money that it is spending on people gets wasted, in the sense that you need, if it's free, you need to have a stamp, you need photocopies, you need this, you need that. Things are limited, and the sort of things that you would expect that would be available in wards or in emergency departments, no, people need to go out and buy them. And even with Ayushman cards and all, they need to be activated, and you get a certain amount, and that takes time, and sometimes that happens only during the daytime. So yeah, JRs have to deal with those sort of expectations and work, and patients who had those expectations, they already have a really sick person, and they have expectations, and things aren't going the way they are, because people are expecting to get treated for free, and as soon as they get to the hospital, you need to make the file, and you need to get this, you need to get that. It's a lot of it's a lot of pain. So I forgive my PGs, and I kind of forgive the patients that I encountered during my MBBS days, during my MBBS postings. So yeah, time can change perspectives. Thank you, and again, please like, share, subscribe. Namaste.